First, before I asked about the game itself, just yes, it was like kind of coaching against Josh tonight.
No, I realize you saw him today. We saw him before the game. It was good to see him and all that. So,
is it something? I mean, does it say something good about this program that you got 2 assistants that are already coaching this league too that people want?
I get good assistants. University affords me an opportunity to do that, so we've had good assistants over time, and it's it is. Those guys both earn their jobs.
And when you're preparing for either him or play St. Lawrence, we have people that know your system well. Is that ever a challenge as a coach to make sure you're not doing stuff that he might be familiar with?
You watch enough film on every team, so you have a good inside scoop on what every team's doing going into it. It's the details of the game, right? Like everybody, you're watching 4 to 5 games of the team you're playing against every team, so. Those guys, they probably don't have to watch as much video. That's about all it is.
As far as offense tonight, I was going to ask you about early in the year, you weren't happy with maybe how much they were working for offense, but tonight, obviously, it looked like the team was really hustling. Was it just one of those situations where you just weren't catching breaks, do you think, or were you content with how they worked in this game?
We're going to stick to the process here. We talked about want to play well. I thought our identity was good here tonight. It's every mistake we make is internet right now. We're grinding through that. It's tough. We put enough pucks, we missed enough grade A scoring chances tonight to give us a chance to win that game. But it is what it is. It ends up with an L in a column. We got to stick to it. I talked this week. It's not about a record right now. It's about playing well. And for the most part today, we thought we played well.
Yeah, obviously, just one game in the conference. I remember last year you didn't win the first one either, but you guys had a position where you were clinching it with 3 weeks to go as far as on. So is this something you're not too overly concerned about, just having one loss at the start of the year?
Well, I'm concerned we got to find ways to win hockey games, right? It is what it is. There's a lot to like in our game. I thought we were leaking the second period maybe a little bit with turnovers, but in terms of our pressure, in terms of generating all that, they did a good job of blocking some shots. But I thought we got to the pucks in the area. I thought their kid made some incredible saves. But we got to be a little bit harder to play against. They get 2 whacks at the puck in the net on their third goal, on top of our crease. You know what I mean? So that's the areas of little things there that all of a sudden we're on a little bit long and it's a little bit late and we're tired for the change on a 1 goal. But every single thing that is going against our guys right now. So you're going to have to be thick. You're going to have to be stick together. You're going to have to grind. But I thought our step process in what we wanted to do tonight was pretty close to what we wanted to execute. So it is what it is. It's kudos to Union for finding a way to win that game with the goals they scored and goaltending they got, and we'll move on to tomorrow.
What's it feel like to come back here and also get a win with it?
It's been great to come back and see everybody, and the guys competed so hard, so just really proud of them, and it wasn't pretty at times for us, but we found a way, so excited about that.
How weird is it to coach a game against people who you coached and you also recruited? Is it a little different than the other games you played this year in that aspect?
Yeah, no question. I know every one of those guys in that locker room over there, and I deeply care about them as people, so it's tough to beat them, but when you're competing, it doesn't matter who you're going up against.
Does it make it easy in some ways to prepare for a game like, because you know everything they do from being there, or
Yeah, they've obviously made some systematic changes, a few of them, but they for the most part, some habits of guys and some tendencies, and but you watch video and you can see the talent that's in that room.
How tense was it on the bench tonight with all the shots you were getting and not going? How nervous you get when you see almost 40 shots up there?
Yeah, they peppered us, and like I said, they controlled some of the game, especially that first period. For us to be able to find a way to be up 2-1 after the first was huge, and we were able to survive a little bit. But we're a young team and we're growing and learning together.
That's the last thing was there any area you thought you guys controlled tonight, or that you maybe won the game for you?
Well, I thought we started managing pucks a little bit better in the second and the third. I thought we got a little bit away from it when we were up, but we try to protect the middle, and our guys are willing to sacrifice and block shots.
Yes, what's it feel like to be back playing after missing the start of the year?
Feels good. It's an exciting time. Just happy to be back out there with the boys.
How tough is it, like when you're used to playing all the time, to kind of be in the stands or not go on the road trips and stuff like that?
Yeah, it's tough sometimes not being out there, but I think just keeping a positive attitude and trying to support them in any way you can from the stands.
Tonight, did you feel like you're kind of back to normal yet, or will it take a few games to get back in like hockey rhythm, or
I felt pretty good today. Obviously, there's a little bit of change to the game speed and just certain plays, but for the most part, felt okay.
And say you made a big hit in the third period there too. So like when you kind of your first one of those in the season.
Yeah, it's fun. My body felt fine, so that's good news, I guess.
Overall, obviously it's tough to lose the opener, but you guys did that last year too and had a good season. Like, what's kind of the team mood, would you say, after today?
I think it's good. I think we're trying to build on our identity, trying to establish that and make that a cornerstone every night. So that's what we're focusing on right now.
That's what I was going to ask you about your guys' game tonight. You did a lot of shots and stuff. What's kind of your general feeling like? Do you like you just sort of maybe snake bit tonight?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we had a really good week of practice. I think the final shots we had was 37, so I think we're generating a lot of offense. I think any other night we'd probably win that game, so I think it's a step in the right direction.
Yeah, Coach had mentioned earlier in the year he didn't think people were maybe working for goals enough, but obviously it didn't look like that was a problem today.
Yeah, I think we can still generate some more like jam plays and trying to get some rebound goals, but I think it was pretty good tonight.
And the one you scored, what did you kind of see on that situation? Like,
just a scrum in front of the net, got my body around it, looked up, and I saw on net, so
that's
nice.
I know you weren't here last year. I was going to ask you what's it mean to this team to win a game after losing in the playoffs.
Honestly, it was a great group effort. Started off slow, and we kind of picked it up, and big win for our coach as well. So keep playing like that.
Yeah, I was going to ask you, what do you like about Coach Howgie?
Just like how much of a player's coach he is, the way he's able to get our group all together and on the same page, and he's been terrific.
Was he a big factor in what you said you come here when you were transfer?
Yeah, absolutely. I want a coach that was gonna be a player's coach, and he did a great job, and I'm happy. I'm happy I'm here.
Did you know much about him before this year? Were you familiar with him at all?
Just what he did with the Clarkson program, and obviously I knew that he was going to create something special here at Union, so I'm happy I'm on board with these boys.
I guess the last thing is the goal you scored. How important was that at that stage of the game to answer what they did early?
Yeah, honestly, our power play has kind of been struggling lately, so it was good to get on the board and kind of get our feet moving, get back in the game, and I think that was huge for our team, just a morale.